After 4 years of medical school, I decided to follow my heart and make my wildest dreams come true. Working for Balenciaga in Paris and for different designers all over the world, modeling for such big brands like Levi's, Tom Taylor, About You, Zalando, Marimekko, etc. You asked me questions and I am answering them, telling about my story. Let's go! So nice to welcome you to my very first YouTube episode / podcast episode. My name is Anetta. For those who don't know me, I am a model and a yoga teacher traveling the world, making my dreams come true. And for me, the intention with creating this podcast and this YouTube channel is to encourage you to follow your heart and make your wildest dreams come true, because it happened for me and I am so grateful for that. It was a long journey and it is a never-ending journey because dreams are growing with you. I realized I have nothing to hide. I have so much to share and so much to give. Let's start to talk a little bit. I got some questions from you. How did you get scouted? And the truth is, I didn't get scouted. I applied myself, and here also you go. You don't need to get scouted. Take it in your hands. Apply for modeling agencies. I always wanted to model. Always, but I wasn't brave enough when I was a child to speak it out loud. I was really insecure. I was having so many self-doubts. Also, my mother told me that I was not photogenic, and I just wanted to say that I really love my mother, and I just know that she said it back then to protect me because she was really convinced that it was so. But what I want to say is that I really believed her because she was my mother. So it didn't matter what other people would say. I would always believe what my mother would say. So there was this deep anchor belief in me that I'm not photogenic. Then there was this belief in me that I need to do something academical because I had really good grades. It was always about good grades in my whole childhood because my parents are immigrants. We moved from Indonesia to Germany when I was small, so for them it was super important that I always get the best grades at school, that I would invest all my time and energy in my academics, so there was no space for creativity. So I thought that I was not allowed to follow this path of being a model. And when I was 18, I decided that I still want to try it out and applied for agencies, and back then no agency wanted me. But honestly, I understand that because when I look at pictures and I think back of the time back then, I was so disconnected from my body. I was full of insecurities, and you could see from the outside I had a whole different body, a whole different face, and I needed to develop strength and confidence within myself first, and it showed then in the outside. And that's why I'm so grateful for yoga and meditation, because those methods and tools helped me to find my inner strength and my confidence and my inner beauty radiating to the outside. So when I was 18, no agency wanted me. So I went to Milan, not as a model, but as an au pair, taking care of children. It was not for me. Then I did an internship at the hospital, and I decided after that to go into medical studies, a whole complete other life. 4 years later is when I decided to apply again for modeling agencies. It's been a really long journey. I think I could make a whole YouTube video out of this, how I actually started modeling, what happened, which people helped me, how I actually understood that it's time for me now to go out. But what I want to say is, with 24 years old, I applied again for small ones, for big ones, and I would say that 90% of the agencies that I have applied to wanted to see me, and all of them wanted to sign me actually. And then it was about me deciding which agency I want to work with, when back then, when I was 18, everyone declined me. Society changed, like people of color are now asked. Back then society wasn't ready for me, and back then I was not ready for the modeling industry. I am really grateful. that I started 2 years ago with the modeling, because otherwise I would have been so young, and it's a really tough industry and business. And I actually am so grateful that I'm now a yoga teacher, knowing myself, knowing a little bit of the world, even though I'm learning every day so much about living on this planet. How do you balance out modeling with teaching yoga? That's a really good question. As I'm traveling so much as a model, it is quite hard for me to teach at a yoga studio, because I don't want to teach a class and or commit to a weekly class and not be able to attend 50% of the times. That wouldn't be funny. It's really important for me to be reliable and responsible. That's why I needed to get creative. And you know, it's always been a big dream of mine to create yoga retreats, like vacation in nature, 1 week yoga, meditation, coming back to oneself, far away from the noises of the city, from the noises of society, and just find your inner voice. Because the yoga retreat that I attended first really changed my life and transformed me from deep within. It was like a pivot point in my life, a point of no return, and this was the moment miracles started to happen. When I attended my first yoga retreat, I felt like something really big is going to happen in my life, and I had no clue what it is. And I really remember the moment I thought that and I felt that. And back then I was in a really unhappy place, in a really dark place. I cried almost every day because I've been in pain. My heart has been in pain. I've been in a really unhealthy relationship with my boyfriend back then. Also here, a little disclaimer, I don't want to be talking bad about other people. I just want to say I was crying every night. I was feeling so much pain. I was studying medicine and was not fulfilled. I was just trying to live for everyone's happiness, but not for mine. And this yoga retreat changed so much that I had this deep wish after I did my yoga teacher training to create my own yoga retreats. But it's a lot of responsibility, a lot of organization, and your thoughts like, how do I do it with taxes and everything like that, were preventing me from doing it at first. But after I've been committing myself to follow my heart, suddenly I had enough motivation and courage to really go for it. I wanted to create my retreats in Morocco. It's a country that is not too far away, but it's still far away, so you feel distance from your everyday life. It's not as expensive to fly there. I just found the perfect spot to create my retreats at Babsuina. It's a paradise. It's been always the most heart-nourishing, life-changing experience for all the participants, for all the women that attended there. It's crazy. It's so beautiful, and I just want to encourage everyone to invest in yoga retreats or going to nature. It doesn't matter if it's my retreat or any other, but if you feel the calling and you're like hesitating because you don't know if it's a good investment, it is. It changed my life. It changed the life of so many other, and there's no one in this world that can actually keep up with the value that a retreat is actually giving. It's helping people in ways that I would wish for when I was studying medicine. This is another topic. If you want to know why I quit medical school, how I was brave enough to quit medical school, why I was doing this, and how were the steps, what made me strong enough to follow my heart, then leave it in the comments. So another question is your big three. My big three in astrology: Sun Cancer, Moon Cancer, Mercury Cancer. Ascendance is also really interesting, Scorpio. And I have really interesting Venus and Midheaven in Leo. That's why I am such an introvert person. Like, I am really introvert. I need to spend time alone a lot because I just love to be alone. This is how I gain energy. This is how I recharge. But I love to be in front of the camera. I love to be in the middle and the center of the attention. And you know what? I've been blaming myself for this urge, for this wish, many years of my life. And actually astrology helped me to accept the fact that I am an introvert that professionally really likes to be in the middle of attention, in the center of attention. And this is explained by my Leo in midheaven, because the midheaven shows you where the society sees you and where you thrive. So Mercury, Cancer moon, and Cancer sun explains why I'm so emotional and I'm actually crying all the time. I'm actually also crying when I'm laughing. I'm so connected to my feelings. I just know, and this is the beautiful thing, I am emotional in any way. I'm connected to my heart. I know it's my big task in this world to show more of my sensitive soul, of my softness, and to share more of my feelings, and being brave enough to do so, to open my heart more and more. And this is what I connect with the modeling. I never only wanted to model. What I wanted with being a model is also to reach a lot of people and to inspire them to connect with themselves, their love for life and their love for themselves, like self-love. This is also what yoga taught me. This is what I needed to learn in my personal life. It changed my life completely, and that's what I want to give to others as well. So thank you so much for listening, for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is my personal story and I have so much more to tell. I am Anetta, and this is my journey of sharing more from my heart about holistic well-being, about following your heart, following your own unique path, and it doesn't matter what everyone else in the outside is saying, to shatter every negative belief that you have about yourself. And every time you think you cannot do something, I promise you, you can. You need to go for it. You need to be brave. You need to ask the universe to support, and paths are going to open up. And if you want to support me, then also give this video a like. It sounds a bit weird to say that because yeah, so many are always saying that in the videos, but actually it's really helping. Share this video with your friends, with everyone who maybe wants to get into the modeling industry, who's already there, somebody who's into mindfulness as well, who might be interested in joining a yoga retreat where you are also very welcome. Dear you watching, the best thing you can give yourself, really. Just ask everyone who went to the retreat. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Love always.